Nearly 1 million visitors come to the show each year, and while there's plenty of hoopla and razzmatazz and frankly lots that has nothing to do with agriculture, every one of those 1 million people goes home having encountered something about the people, places, plants and animals that are behind the food they eat and the fibre they wear. Well, somewhere down there, reporter Tim Dawson is finding out how MLA is making the most of that opportunity.
Do you know how long a cow might be pregnant for?
5 years.
Whoa, that's a tough life for a cow. It's 5 years, 9 months.
City meets country. For many townies, this is as close as they'll get all year. Over 250,000 people are expected to visit the MLA-sponsored food farm at the Easter show, and they will take home a lot more than just tired children and show bags. They'll leave with a lot more insight into how their beef is produced. This question and answer session in the round is one of the ways of getting this knowledge across.
So the key message that we're telling families that are coming through, a little bit about the breeds that are here at the show, why we have cattle at the show. They're not just pets here at the show, they're here for producing meat that they take home. They're overwhelmed by the fact that their meat actually comes from cattle. They're overwhelmed by the size of these animals that are here and that they can actually touch them. We also reinforce the message that farmers do a great job of producing Australian beef and that they care for their animals when they are on the farm.
This interactive display is aptly themed, Where Does Our Food Come From? It traces the journey from paddock to plate and is designed to engage the audience. It's a hit with both young and not so young.
So, have you guys seen cows like these before?
Yes.
Oh, some of you have. Has anyone ever touched one before?
Yes. My favourite thing was learning interesting facts about the cows. My favourite things were looking and patting the animals and the cows.
So we've come here today basically because the kids don't really know where food comes from. Where does food come from?
Animals.
And it's good for the kids to see animals. They don't normally get a chance to see the animals up close and touch them and just learn a bit about them. It's just really educational and they just love animals.
MLA research found people have little understanding and a lot of misconceptions about the industry. 2/3 admit to knowing little or nothing about farm life, and only 8% think of cattle producers as modern.
Urban Australians have a very, very romantic view of the beef industry, and many of them don't realise, in fact, how sophisticated it is. So we teach them about how we use a whole range of technology, from NLAS tags to help us manage our livestock on farm, to trace all the way through the chain. Right through to things like satellite technology that help us monitor in remote areas, the watering of stock and grazing of pastures.
On the positive side, the research did find that most people have a high regard for beef producers. 3/4 of those asked said they admired them, and a whopping 90% thought they worked hard. The Food Integrity Program is designed to build on and extend this positive image.
These days there's very little connection between urban and rural Australia, and increasingly people have less and less knowledge about how their food's produced and in fact the importance of agriculture to them in their daily lives.
This exhibit at the Easter show isn't a one-off. It's part of a whole host of events and programs to raise public awareness. MLA plans to do the same thing at agricultural shows in Melbourne, Brisbane and Adelaide. And as of this month, it's extending the program to that other Aussie icon of red meat, lamb. But it's not just about bringing the country to the city. MLA is trying to support two-way traffic. Farm Day is getting bigger. That's a day where a city family spends the day with a rural family on their working property. And MLA is also supporting a program to try and bring more agriculture into school curriculums. Even the Australian Women's Weekly is getting on board with a series of feature articles following celebrities as they visit producers on farm. The Integrity Program is trying to tap into beef's image as part of the Australian culture, with development of what it calls the Cattleman's Creed. It aims to marry the romantic image of the Australian stockman with the reality of a modern industry.
So it talks about the fact that we take seriously our responsibility to care for the land and that we care for our animals. Also that we adhere to rigorous standards to produce the best quality food in the world. We love what we do and it's something that we're proud of doing and it's something that all Australians can be proud of.
MLA's aim at the show is to win people's hearts and minds, not just ribbons. The prize they're after is the public's loyalty and support.